So I want to step back for a second and just ask you a couple questions that we ask all the actors. Tell us what, I know you're still super young, but what was your first acting experience that made you decide you wanted to get into acting for a profession?
Yeah, it's an interesting question. I mean, I think it goes back to the very first film that I worked on. I think there are really two moments for me that kind of made me want to pursue it as a career. The first moment was just walking on to a film set for the first time and realizing, wow, there's so many people it takes to make a movie, and how that was so fascinating to me. I was so curious about the process. I was curious about acting, but I was curious about the entire filmmaking process. So, I think that piqued my curiosity. And then, the second moment, I worked on this film. This is the second film I ever worked on. I was 15. It's a movie called Mud that Jeff Nichols wrote and directed, and we premiered at the Cannes Film Festival in competition. And to that date, I'd never been to like a huge premiere or anything like that. And suddenly we're at the
That's a
Cannes
good
Film
one.
Festival, which is kind of like the pinnacle of
Yeah.
cinema in a way. And we had a 20-minute standing ovation after the film, and people were crying. And, up until then, it was just this story was just this, tiny little story that 40 people kind of came together around to go make in the middle of nowhere in Arkansas. And, seeing that impact that it had, the magic that it kind of that jumped off the screen kind of left an impression of me that was I understood in that moment how important stories were, how important cinema could be. And so I think it became very addicting, and I think that moment was kind of what, yeah, kind of christened my appetite for cinema and my love for it.